Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here to break down the Thursday night showdown slate between the Giants and the Patriots. A couple things before I get into the video. One, we are over 900 subscribers now. Thank you guys, seriously, all so much. I really do appreciate it. And then two, I'm doing a weekly giveaway on the channel, starting with my Monday night video from last week, going throughout the week and ending my Monday night video at the end of the week. However many videos up for the week, you can enter the giveaway that many times. And how you enter is, all you have to do is leave a like and a comment in the video. That's one entry into the giveaway. Max one comment, though, per video. And so say if I have, 10 videos up for the week, you can enter the giveaway 10 times. And then I announce the winner in my Monday night video this upcoming week. And the winner gets $20 from myself. Again, this is a weekly occurrence going on every single week. So with that out of the way, let's jump into this video. So first, let's look over the over-under. This one's going to be probably a pretty ugly game. So the Patriots are favored by 17 points playing at home with a 42 over-under. So first, let's go to the Patriots. So the running back situation, it was basically Sony Michel and James White playing all the snaps last game. Burkhead did miss with an injury. He's listed as questionable right now. So that's the situation you have to monitor. Brandon Bolden played a little bit. Jacob Johnson's the fullback, so don't really have to consider him. And then it was Edelman, Josh Gordon. Dorsett only played 5% because he got injured. All three of those, the Patriots wide receivers are listed as questionable, but they all practice limited amounts. So I assume all three are going to be good to go. If one of those three miss, then obviously the pivot here is Jacoby Brissett, who picked up 50% of the snaps last time out. And the tight end situation, it's been Ryan Izzo playing the most snaps, but Matt Lacoste came in and played 94% of the snaps. So I think he's the preferred Patriots tight end. And now let's get to the messy situation here with the Giants. So Saquon listed as questionable. They don't expect him to go, but there's still a chance he could go. Same thing with Gallman. He didn't practice. He's in concussion protocol. I don't expect Gallman to go either. So it's a combination of Hillman and Elijah Penny splitting the work for the Giants. Yeah, pretty ugly stuff. And then the wide receivers, a mess as well. Sterling Shepard played 81%. He's currently listed as doubtful. So it's probably going to be a three-man rotation of Cody Lattimore, Darius Slayton, and Golden Tate. Golden Tate, obviously, the guy with the most experience out of the three. And then tight ends, Evan Ingram played an 84%, but he's currently listed as doubtful. They don't expect him to go either. So, yeah, Rhett Ellison's probably going to come in and play some decent snaps. So, yeah, this is probably the showdown site with the most injuries I've ever seen. But let's try to get into it. So, first, let's go into I'll dive into injuries again, and then I'll get into the prices. So, let's talk about New England first, right? So all three receivers with Edelman, Gordon, and Dorsett listed as questionable, but they all practice limited amounts. Edelman, Josh Gordon, they were all limited participants, and Dorsett. Dorsett was listed as a non-participant. I'm sorry. So actually, it's probably leaning towards Dorsett not playing. So that means we can look to a guy like Jacoby Myers, who will probably play, whatever Dorsett snaps would be, probably 60% of the snaps. So 60, 70%. So at 4.8K, I think he's a pretty solid bet. Oh, that's actually captain spot. Where's Jacoby Myers? He's listed at 4.8K. Okay, so I think those three are going to be the starting receivers. Again, Dorsett, if he didn't practice, I don't expect him to go with that hamstring injury again. He missed the whole game last time out. And then the running backs, it's Rex Burkhead listed as questionable. He was listed as a limited participant, so that leads me to believe he'll probably be available. If he's available, it'll most likely be a three-headed monster with him, Sony Michel, and James White. Now let's look to the Giants really quick again before we get into the salaries. Saquon, they have him listed as questionable, but Pat Shurmur said, there's definitely doubt that he's probably not going to play. Isn't expected to be available, but they're not ruling him out yet. So, again, I don't expect him to play. Evan Ingram didn't look great in practice. Again, he's listed at MCL sprain. I heard that he was listed as doubtful, so I don't expect him to go either. Sterling Shepard listed as doubtful. Wayne Gallman was not spotted at practice. Again, he's in concussion protocol. I don't expect him to go either. So yeah, there is a lot of injuries to talk about. Let's talk if Saquon and Evan Ingram play. If both those guys play, then obviously they're pretty good plays here. Those are two guys, the two main pieces in the Giants offense, right? So, those would be the main targets if they play, but I really don't expect them to play. Wayne Gallman, I think we can basically cross him off in that concussion protocol. Don't expect him to go. So, let's go top down here. So we'll start at the top. Tom Brady, 11.8K. New England, obviously 17-point favorites, so they should be playing from ahead in this one. I definitely don't hate Brady. I think he's pretty safe. I don't know if I'd go him in the captain spot. But yeah, he just seems like really safe in a game that the Patriots should be playing from ahead in. The wide receivers with Edelman, Josh Gordon, and Jacoby Myers, all three in play. Edelman, again, probably the safest playing out of the slot just because the targets are there. 10, 7, and 9 targets each of the last 3 games. So Josh Gordon, a little more boom or bust. He's still been pretty safe, with 11, 7, and 8 targets. But I think the floor is a little higher with Edelman, while maybe the ceiling's a little bit higher with Josh Gordon. Again, really don't expect Saquon to play. Daniel Jones at 8K, I think there's value plays, again, where we can fit him in. So the Giants should be playing from behind in this one, but the Patriots defense has looked amazing this year. Obviously, there's some concern, but, at 8K, I don't mind Daniel Jones. Again, I think there's some value guys we can get to in a sec where we can fit both quarterbacks in if we want to. Sony Michel would probably be the back I have the most interest in for the Patriots. Now, normally I like targeting James White in games where the Patriots, could be trailing. This one, again, they should be playing comfortably ahead. So that means, Sony Michel should get, I guess, 15 or so carries. Again, Burkhead coming back is a slight downgrade to Michel, but he is the lead back. So yeah, definitely don't mind Sony Michel there at 7.6. Golden Tate is going to be the de facto number 1 receiver now with, most likely no Evan Ingram, most likely no Saquon. So, he's in play. You can pair him with Daniel Jones for sure. Again, he's the most veteran of those 3 receivers. James White, definitely don't mind either at 6.8K, but this is a game where the Patriots should be playing from ahead and comfortably. So that's the reason, that's the slight downgrade with him. But again, the PPR upside is there. 10, 9, 7 targets in 3 of the first 4 games. So yeah. He has a pretty high floor because of that PPR upside, but I really do think the Patriots should be playing from ahead in this one. But that doesn't mean you can't cross off, or you should cross off James White, I should say. He's definitely still in play. The Patriots defense is 6.2K. That's pretty expensive, but they've looked amazing this year. Again, they're heavy home favorites, so definitely I'm considering the Patriots defense even at an elevated price point. The number 2 receiver right now for the Giants, Slayton. Don't mind him. Got 5 targets, 4 catches for 62 yards at 6K. He's viable in the mid-range. Now, Hilliman should be the number 1 back if Wayne Gallman and Saquon are both out. In the game against Minnesota, Minnesota's a really tough defense, but only 9 carries for 20 yards with a couple catches. But I think he would probably be the preferred back of the 2 between him and Elijah Penny, who's listed at 3.2K. Again, Hillman played on, 64% of the snaps, while Penny got 36, so I think I would lean towards Hillman, but that doesn't mean Elijah Penny is out of play. But really, again, Giants should be playing from behind this one, so it's really tough with both the Giants' backs. Again, Dorsett probably not going to play. Let's see. Jacoby Myers, so again, if there's no Dorsett, I think he's a really solid value play here at 4.8K. He's a guy that has upside. We saw it in the preseason. If you guys watch my videos in the preseason, this was a guy we always played. He was massive there in the preseason, so I do like him as a value play here at 4.8K. Both kickers with Nugent and Rosas, definitely viable. Again, I think I'm going to lean towards the Nugent here for sure because the Patriots should be playing ahead in this one. So yeah, kickers definitely viable as value plays. Burkhead at 3.4K. If he's going to play, I think he's solid. It's just coming back from an injury always worries me. Like we saw with Sammy Watkins coming back from the hamstring injury on Sunday night or Monday night? Sunday night. And he got re-injured right away and then came out. So it's always a concern targeting those guys coming back from injury a little bit. So there definitely is a little bit of risk there with Burkhead. Ryan Izzo and Lacoste. I think I'm going to lean towards Lacoste here because he got more snaps. He played on 94% of the snaps. Now the tight ends really haven't been utilized that much in this Patriots offense. But if I'm going to pick between the 2, I think I'm going to lean towards Lacoste there. Brandon Bolden, don't think I want to go there. He did score a touchdown, but with Burkhead probably coming back, Bolden will probably be phased out of that running back rotation. Ben Watson, don't play him. He's got released. Won't be on the 50-man, 3-man roster. He got released. So don't go Ben Watson. And then it's going to be Cody Lattimore here, probably picking up a good amount of snaps here at where is he at 800. I mean that's just too cheap. So in the first couple games he got 7 and 5 targets. I think he's one of the better value plays in the game that the Giants should be playing from behind this one. So he's definitely viable. And then I think that's basically it. Damian Harris has been inactive. Again, Jacob Johnson is the fullback. Rhett Ellison at 200. Going to be, probably the starting tight end with Evan Ingram missing. The flat minimum price, he got targeted, 4 times there in week 4, 3 catches, so he can catch a few balls. He's definitely viable, as well as a really cheap option. Cody Core, don't know a whole lot about this guy, but he probably will be the number 4 receiver, I'm guessing, for the Giants. So probably don't want to go there. Again, I think it's going to be Lattimore, Slayton, and Golden Tate as the 3 receivers. The Golden Tate probably being the de facto number 1. And then that's basically it. So let's talk captains now. Probably the safest captain would be, either Tom Brady or Sony Michel or Julian Edelman, right? Like the Patriots are favored by 17 points. Those 3 would probably be the safest option, just because, Edelman, again, playing the slot, the target's always there. Brady, the Patriots should score a lot of points in this one. I'm not scared of the Giants' defense. The only concern with Brady is if they just get off to such an early lead that they just pound the rock. But again, I think he's really safe. Same thing with Michelle. I think he's going to be the lead back. Obviously, Burkhead coming back does worry me a bit with him, but he should be the back that gets the most work. And then let's talk about riskier options. So honestly, anyone on the Giants are riskier options. I don't mind Daniel Jones. Again, we can fit in both quarterbacks if we want to, because there's value guys. I think, where is he? Cody Lattimore at 800 should be playing most of the game. The Giants should be playing from behind in this one. I think he's one of the better cheap options. Rhett Ellison, don't hate it, I guess. Lacoste is the starting tight end for the Patriots. Don't mind that either. You could look to either kicker. Again, I think I would lean towards the Patriots kicker, Nugent. Burkhead viable if he plays. And then Jacoby Myers, who I talked about here, 4.8K. And then, the Patriots defense are definitely in play. Don't think I would go the Giants defense here on the road at New England, but you never know. They could get a pick 6. So, yeah, those 3 are the ones I think are the safest options. But if you want to get risky, I wouldn't mind taking a shot on one of those cheap Giants guys, or we could look to a guy like Jacoby Myers, throw him in the captain, let's say, and then we got 8.5K remaining, so you can almost fit in whoever else you want. You could go Brady, Edelman, Daniel Jones, Michelle, and you got 5K remaining. So that's always something viable. Throwing a cheap guy in the captain, then you can basically fit whoever else you want in there. But I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. So if you have been enjoying the content, I would really appreciate if you would like this video and subscribe. Again, if you want to get entered in the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a like and a comment in this video. That's 1 entry in the giveaway. Let me know who you guys are targeting on this Thursday night showdown slate between the Patriots and the Giants. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to have a video up for the NBA preseason 4 or 5 game slate tomorrow, Wednesday. If you guys are interested in that, that'll be on my channel later tonight. So yeah, I will see you guys then.